last destination of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha. Today, the entire world is looking for peace, amity, and fraternity. Pride, wealth, power, anger, jealousy cause strife and war. Religion is becoming a political force. Amidst this distortion of thought, the teachings of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha is much focused. People started following the path that the blessed Tathagata discovered to end sufferings. The Noble Eightfold Path taught by Buddha, indiscriminating any caste, creed, or ism, leads to a perfect path of happiness. Nowadays, increased number of people are learning this most invaluable and scientific teachings of art of living. Let us know in brief the life history of Buddha before knowing Kushinagar, the place of his Mahaparinirvana. Her Majesty Queen Mahamaya Devi started her journey to Devadaha, her parents' home, to give birth her baby. Shuddhadan, the king of Kapilavastu, arranged a nicely decorated palanquin with all the facilities to ensure her journey pleasant and comfortable. The gorgeous palanquin carrying Queen Mahamaya was in the middle of a long procession of soldiers, retainers, and attendants. The royal procession was passing through Lumbini Park at the foot of the Himalayan mountains of Nepal. The Lumbini garden was natural and lively. Green sala trees, scented flowers, busy birds, and humming bees made it vibrative and enticing. Queen Mahamaya was attracted to its enormous natural beauty and wished to take rest there. The royal palanquin stopped under a sala tree beside a pond. Queen Mahamaya was uncomfortable. It was the first hour of a Baisakh full moon morning, 623 BC. The historical event took place. Mahamaya Devi gave birth her baby, who was later named Siddhartha Gautam. The meaning of Siddhartha in Sanskrit: Siddha means achieved, Artha means what was looked for, and Gautam was the family name. Queen Mahamaya Devi passed away only a week after Siddhartha Gautam was born. Shuddhadan, with the help of Prajapati, sister of Mahamaya, started taking care of this legend baby. Later, Siddhartha was married and his wife Yashodhara or Gopa gave birth his only son Rahul. The kingdom, the palace, the family, and all the royal luxuries of life failed to impress Siddhartha. He was not happy. At the age of 29 years, Siddhartha left home in search of salvation by a horse, Kantak, driven by Channa. Initial lessons from various teachers failed to satisfy him. After 6 years of practice, he came down from the cave and sat under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. Soon, after accepting the sweet rice offered by Sujata, Siddhartha sat calm and relaxed, but became firm in search of the path of ultimate salvation. It was Baisakh full moon morning. All the hurdles were over. All the miseries came to an end. Finally, Siddhartha discovered the way to win over all the sufferings. The speck of darkness disappeared. He was cheerful but placid. He arose from his seat with a calm and peaceful smile. He looked up and saw the bright and firm morning star. Siddhartha Gautam became Gautam, the Buddha, the blessed, wise, fully liberated, awakened, and perfectly enlightened. The search of 6 long years ended successfully, and the shining silvery full moon rays were spread all around. He was then 35 years of age. 2 months later, the blessed Gautam Buddha gave his first sermon to the 5 ascetics who were his former companions. The remarkable event took place in Isipatana, now called Sarnath, west of Varanasi or Kasi. It was Asar full moon day, falls in July. The principles of turning of the wheel of truth, which is known in Pali language as the Dhamma Chakra Pavattana Sutra, was pronounced by the blessed Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha. The Noble Eightfold Path touched the heart of people. The wheel of Dhamma started moving from place to place, kingdom to kingdom, ordinary people to royal hearts. Gautam Buddha endeared everyone. People delightfully joined his Sangha and moved towards salvation. Buddham Saranam Gacchami, Dhammam Saranam Gacchami, Sangham Saranam Gacchami reverberated corner to corner of this part of the world. Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha became the most respected teacher of the spiritual world. Thus, once known as Siddhartha, the prince of Kapilavastu, became the blessed Gautam Buddha, the light of After 45 years of his noble teachings for the upliftment of human morality and establishing the power of thought to accept the law of impermanency, Tathagata started his last journey from Rajgaha, present Rajgir. A large Bhiksu Sangha joined him in Vaisali. Tathagata, with a huge Sangha, reached Pawa. Present name of Pawa is Fajinagar, 22 km east of Kushinagar. On reaching Pawa, Sakyamuni decided to spend the night in Chunda's mango garden. This is the place where the blessed accepted the last meal from Chunda, a goldsmith, with a condition to get served sukar madhava, a kind of vegetation only to him and not to any other. Chunda offered the last meal to the blessed as per his wish. Soon after Buddha eaten the meal, dire sickness fell upon him. He started suffering from severe dysentery. With the weak body and its deteriorated condition, the most compassionate teacher of the world, the blessed Gautam Buddha, traveled 6 miles more and reached Kakuta river. Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha took bath in this river and rested for a while. Recently, local administration under the guidance of Mr. Rigjin Sample, District Magistrate of Kushinagar, developed this site. Pilgrims visit this place and offer oil lamps, incenses, robe, etc. Thus, Kakuta has been added as an important tourist spot. From Kakuta, Tathagata and his Sangha walked further west and reached Kushinagar. He sat for a while in Mathakur and drank his last sip of water brought by Ananda from Hiranyavati river. During 11th to 12th century AD, a colossal statue of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha in Bhumisparsha Mudra, earth-touching position, was installed here. After resting a while in Matakur, Tathagata entered into the Sala group of the royal Mallas of Kushinagar. Ananda and the Sangha spread a couch in between 4 Sala trees in the direction of north and south. Buddha put his head towards the north and turned towards the west as the sun sets. Whole Kushinagar queued up to get a last glimpse to this outstanding master of Dhamma. When Subhadra, a 120 years old Brahmin, came near, Buddha called him to clear his last confusion and gave him the higher ordination which made the old Brahmin Arihant. Thus, Subhadra became the last disciple of Gautam Buddha. This is the place when royal band of the Mallas paid tribute to Buddha amidst the rain of Mandarabha, a celestial flower all around. This beautiful garden includes Mahaparinirvana Chaitya, Mahaparinirvana Temple, ruins, Sala tree, World Peace Bell, and a stupa of Swami Mahavir. Mahaparinirvana Chaitya. Official record assumes that the blessed Tathagata attained Mahaparinirvana in this place. The present stupa encircles the original brick-made stupa, in the center of which a copper vessel is enshrined. The vessel contains the relics of Gautam Buddha and various substances including precious gems and stones. Pilgrims circumambulate this stupa and meditators meditate around it. Mahaparinirvana Temple. The temple enshrines a 6.1 meter long reclining statue of the blessed Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha in the exact position as the blessed attained Mahaparinirvana. The statue was made out of monolith red sandstone around 5th century AD by Dina, a sculptor from Mathura, and funded by Hari Bhola, a businessman from Kushinagar. There are 3 small statues on the plinth of the main statue. People assume Jivak, the attendant physician of Buddha, down the chest, Subhadra, the last disciple, in the middle, and Ananda near the feet. Face of the statue of reclining Buddha shows 3 different expressions if looked from 3 different angles. Diagonally from near the feet, expression of Nirvana. Diagonally from the middle, expression of thoughtfulness. Perpendicularly in front of the face, expression of smile. Monks, devotees and pilgrims visit this statue, spread robe, offer food, fruits, water, with feelings of reverence. Every morning and evening, Kushinagar Bhikshu Sangha do their puja and chanting in this temple. The ruins surrounding the main stupa and temple are the witnesses of ancient viharas and monasteries. Fully grown sala trees just in front of the Mahaparinirvana temple reminds the visitors the history of this garden as the holy Sala garden where the blessed Gautam Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana. The beautiful 8-metal bell, which is known as World Peace Bell, was installed here by Ningmapa Meditation Center, California, USA. The sound of the bell can be heard from a distance of 7 to 8 km in the early morning. The design and the ancient inscriptions of the bell attract every visitor. We are now in Mukut Bandhan Chaitya Ramabahar. This was the place where the holy body of blessed Gautam Buddha was spared. When Mahakashyapa, the next council head of the Sangha, reached near the body of Buddha, it is believed that Buddha's feet touched his forehead as a mark of blessings, and fire caught automatically. After the body was burned, fire extinguished by showers of rain. The huge oval-shaped stupa is made out of bricks with 47.24 meter diameter at the base. Royal Mallas used to celebrate the coronation ceremonies at this site. So the name of the stupa is Mukut Bandhan Chaitya, which means crown tying pagoda. The garden is bounded by green trees and flower plants. Monks and meditators prefer this place to meditate because of its tranquility. This is Buddha Ghat. The ghat is on the southern bank of Hiranyavati river behind the Mukut Bandhan Chaitya. Gautam Buddha drank his last sip of water while in Mathakur was taken from here by Ananda. His body was also bathed by this river water before the last rituals. Recently, the place has been developed and a proper ghat is made by local administration under the guidance of Mr. Rigjin Sample, District Magistrate Kushinagar. This is relics distribution place. The trays of the council hall of the Royal Mallas, where the relics of Gautam Buddha were preserved and later distributed among the 8 kings, is located towards the southeast of present Wat Thai Chalemraj Monastery. A huge tree has been standing upright, which helps to locate the site from a distance. At the base of the tree, ancient bricks and a well are visible. Recently, Mr. Rigjin Sample, District Magistrate Kushinagar, with his local administration team and respective village heads, developed the site. A statue of Gautam Buddha is installed and the site is connected to the main road. Thus, Mr. Sample's contribution helped to add the site as a long-desired pilgrim spot of Kushinagar. About 300 years after Gautam Buddha, around 304 to 232 BC, Emperor Ashok established vast great Indian kingdom. The conqueror was remorseful after his bloody campaign and conquest of Kalinga, which is now Odisha, the eastern state of India. Around 262 BC, Ashok embraced Buddhism. He said, "I believe that winning people through Dhamma is much better than conquering them through force." Inspired by the teachings of Gautam Buddha, Emperor Ashok excavated the 7 places where the relics of Buddha were present. He took a portion of the relics from each of these places except Ramagrama at present Nepal and built 84,000 monuments in the form of stupas, statues and pillars all around. He also declared Buddhism as a state religion and spread messages of peace taught by Tathagata to Afghan countries, Syria, Egypt, Greece and Sri Lanka. In due course of time, Buddhism in India was declined, but ultimately the wheel of Dhamma turned. From 1811 to 1910, British and Indian archaeologists performed brilliantly their excavations and confirmed the history. Numerous ruins and shrines, statues, stupas, buildings and pillars evidently acknowledged the importance of Kushinagar. Venerable Mahavir and Venerable U Chandramani Mahathera initiated the revival of Buddhism in Kushinagar. They were sponsored by Khijari Babu, an Arakan-based businessman from Kolkata. Venerable Mahavir and Venerable U Chandramani were the first Buddhist monks of Kushinagar in this era. On his sincere drive to rejuvenate the holy city, Venerable U Chandramani established free primary schools for the downtrodden children. He also built a sima for the monkhood. In the process, he ordained many monks. Noted among them are Venerable Buddharakshit, Venerable Sangharakshita, and Venerable Dharmarakshit. Baba Sahab Bhimrao Ambedkar, with his thousands of friends, embraced Buddhism from Venerable U. Chandramani Mahathera. We are now in Government Buddha Museum. The museum, started in 1992-1993, has 4 galleries. The displayed collection represents thangkas, sculptures, terracottas, archaeological remains, bronzes, clay seals, beads, coins, statues, and antiquities from Kushinagar, and a replica of a stupa. The exhibition and display of the items remind the glorious history of Kushinagar. On 8th May 1972, the great protector of Triple Gem, a master in Buddha Dhamma, and the monk who revived Buddhism in Kushinagar and initiated all the development, Venerable U. Chandramani Mahathera, passed away, leaving behind the responsibility on the able hands of Venerable A.V. Ganeshar. Tireless service and brilliant leadership of Venerable A.V. Ganeshar not only uplifted this holy city but also restored the Triple Gem and guided it boundlessly for world peace. He renovated the first Buddhist rest house, which was built in 1902 by Venerable Mahavir and Venerable U. Chandramani Mahathera. In 1995, Venerable A.V. Ganeshar built a temple within a lake and named it Buddha Sarovar, which attracts many tourists every day. He installed a statue of Venerable U. Chandramani and built a temple as Guru Bhumi, which was inaugurated by His Holiness Tenzin Gyatso, the 14th Dalai Lama, on 20th January 1981. On 21st February 2001, when the trumpets blew, crackers burst amidst the harmonious chanting of sutras by the monks, Chantaji Jedi, the enormous 108 feet high octagonal-based dream pagoda of Venerable A.V. Ganeshar was inaugurated. The monastery also has a rest house with modern facilities which accommodates pilgrims on donation basis. Thus, centuries after, Venerable A.V. Ganeshar, as a chief monk of Myanmar monastery and the president of Kushinagar Bhiksu Sangha, guided Kushinagar out of its concealed importance. At present, this holy city is one of the most important pilgrim sites of the world. Kushinagar proudly introduces Wat Thai Chalemraj Temple. His Majesty King Bhumibol, King of Thailand, has graciously bestowed the name Wat Thai Kushinara Chalemraj to the monastery. This Thai Buddhist temple in the land of Buddhism is established from the project of returning Buddhism to the land of its origin. This project has been initiated since 1994 by Thai Sangha. Every day, many devotees pay homage to Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha in this monastery. It also commemorates the 50th anniversary of His Majesty the King of Thailand. The beautiful monastery includes Uposatha Hall, which houses a golden statue of Gautam Buddha. This is also the Sima of the monastery. The Sangha performs all the monastic activities from Uposatha Hall. The Mahachaita of the monastery houses Buddha's relic, presented by the king. Her royal princess represented His Majesty and inaugurated the Chaita. The design of this Chaita was given by His Majesty the King and donated his personal fund for its construction. His Majesty's hair also enshrined here. Wat Thai Chalemraj has meditation huts within a mini bamboo forest within the complex to facilitate the practitioners. Monks and meditators often sit here and meditate in this calm and tranquil area of the monastery. Wat Thai Chalemraj runs a charitable clinic for body and mind. The clinic serves the locals and visitors without any fees. The elegantly designed Wat Thai Chalemraj Monastery stands as a special attraction of Kushinagar. Hundreds of national and international tourists visit this exclusively beautiful monastery every day. As we enter in Kushinagar via NH28, after about 150 meters walking, on the left side of Mahaparinirvana path, Linsan Temple situates. Linsan Vietnamese Chinese Buddhist temple was reconstructed about 5 years ago. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh takes care of this beautiful temple. The main temple has 3 statues of Buddha and Avalokiteshvara. They also built replica of Lumbini, Sarnath, Bodh Gaya and Kushinagar Nirvana temple in the complex. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh is committed to help all the downtrodden people. She has been rendering her service for over 25 years and endeared the people of Kushinagar. The temple also has a beautiful guest house with all the modern facilities. Besides these three monasteries, Kushinagar has several other temples and monasteries also. Among those, Japan Sri Lanka Temple, where a beautiful statue of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha is installed. Devotees often meditate in this temple. Other temples are Sichin Monastery, Cambodian Monastery, Sri Lanka Buddha Bihar, Wat Kusawati Thai Temple, Ponsung Chapling Namgyal Monastery, which is known as Tibetan Temple, Korean Temple, Badand Ganeshar Buddha Bihar, Recently built Bhikshu Chandramani Buddha Vihar, managed by Venerable Sel Prakash, organizes 10 days Vipassana meditation courses also. This Birla Hindu Buddhist temple had been built by Honorable Seth Jugal Kishore Birla, inspired by noted social worker of India, Sri Raghav Das, in 1942.
और कुशीनगर आने वाले गरीब लोगों के रहने के लिए, गरीबों के आश्रय के लिए और बुद्ध धर्म में विश्वास करने वाले लोगों के लिए, हिंदू धर्म के, सनातन धर्म के मानने वाले लोगों के लिए सिख।
Kushinagar has a tourist office. The tourist office supports the pilgrims and tourists with information and guidance. They also provide tourist police, keeping in view the safety of the national and international visitors.
आने वाले पर्यटकों को आधारभूत सुविधाएं उपलब्ध कराने के दृष्टि से प्रत्येक निवास में आवासीय व्यवस्था सुलभ कराई गई है। इसके साथ ही खान पानी की व्यवस्था भी है। प्रत्येक निवास के कैंपस में ही एटीओ कार्यालय है, जहाँ पर इंफॉर्मेशन और अन्य सहायता दी जाती है। यहाँ पर जो भी मॉन्यूमेंट्स हैं, उस मॉन्यूमेंट्स पर 2 साल से टूरिस्ट पुलिस लगाई गई है। टूरिस्ट पुलिस आने वाले का काम है। जो भी टूरिस्ट वहाँ पर आते हैं, उनको किसी प्रकार की असुविधा न हो, उनसे कोई दुर्व्यवहार न करे, इसके लिए पर्यटन विभाग हमेशा प्रयत्नशील रहता है।
Hotel Pathik Nivas, just opposite to Mahaparinirvana Temple, has been rendering its service for quite long time. Pilgrims prefer Pathik Nivas because of its attractive location, moderate rates, and excellent facilities. Hotel Royal Residency. Lotus Nico Hotel.
Hotel Adelphi Granada.
The Imperial Hotel Kushinagar. Recently opened Siddhartha restaurant has been serving well to the visitor. There are a few low-budget hotels built recently. Among the restaurants, Yama Cafe is popular. The cafe caters Indian, Chinese and Tibetan food in reasonable price. The cafe also conducts a hiking program by the name of Holy Hiking to promote the village tourism. Yama Cafe is well mentioned in all the prominent national and international travel guidebooks. General information. Altitude of Kushinagar is 100 meters from sea level. Maximum temperature is 45 degrees centigrade. Minimum temperature is 4 degrees centigrade. Winter, we call it tourist season, starts from September and ends in March-April. Maximum temperature in winter is 28 degrees centigrade and minimum temperature is 4 degrees centigrade. Kushinagar has a state bank and a central bank. Kushinagar has 2 ATMs also. Authorized money changers are also there in Kushinagar. Railway and air tickets are available at Kushinagar. How to reach Kushinagar? 55 km west of Kushinagar, Gorakhpur is a prominent railway station. From any place of India, one can reach Gorakhpur. From Gorakhpur, regular bus service is there to reach Kushinagar. Taxis and private cars are also available. Every day, a flight is also available from Delhi to Gorakhpur. Visiting Kushinagar is easy and safe. People of Kushinagar are very cooperative and friendly. The spiritual importance of Kushinagar is outstanding. Many famous state heads and dignitaries of the world have visited Kushinagar to pay homage to the blessed Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha. Noted among them are Honorable APJ Abdul Kalam, President of India, Mother of King of Bhutan, Uno, the Prime Minister of Myanmar, Premadasa, the President of Sri Lanka, Princess of Thailand, Air Chief Marshal of India, and many more. The tranquility of Kushinagar beckons pilgrims and tourists for peace. It is a heaven for the spiritual practitioners. One can meditate in and around the main temple or under the open sky within the garden undisturbed. We welcome you all to this ancient, awakened holy land of Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha, the light of Asia, an institution of truth, who had chosen this place as his last destination.